Hey guys,
Hey.
it's Julissa. Here we are with Jason from Guild Mortgage,
Hello.
Stephanie,
Hello.
Leslie,
Hi.
and Celia with Home and Casas
You'd have to come up.
at Real Broker.
Oh, okay.
And today we are going to be talking about Palmetto Heroes.
Yeah, so Palmetto Heroes 2025 came out a couple weeks ago. It's a great opportunity for people to invest in their future and own their first home. There's a lot of great products out there. This is one that really we're trying to focus on right now. It is time sensitive, so there's certain funds put aside for it every year, and when it's gone, it's gone. This year they have geared it a little bit differently. The minimum credit score is going to be a 640. It is $10,000 in down payment assistance, and that's a big number to help you get into your first home. It covers some of the down payment and hopefully some of those closing costs as well, and we can get more into that as we go further. The other great benefit about it is the rate right now is a good bit lower than what the market average is. So you've probably heard about the market being very volatile lately. This is one of those programs that they've got the rate locked in low. It is a 30-year mortgage, it's a fixed rate, so all those good things that you like to hear about in mortgage terms are in this product. And do you guys have questions about like who qualifies, or what are some of the things you guys want to know about this
Yeah,
program?
I wanted to know about we're talking about Palmetto Heroes, so what job titles are qualified for this, and then also income restrictions on.
So, talking about job titles, Palmetto Heroes does cover a lot of folks, and thank you for your service. Everybody in these lines of work has a tough job, and so like the state of South Carolina thinks that we should help them, and I fully back that. Educators, the ones that are going to qualify there, a classroom teacher, a librarian, guidance counselor, school psychologist, speech language pathologist, that's a tough one to say, and college professor. So it's not just people, I think when they think educator, they're thinking teacher, but there are some other qualifications there. Going into law enforcement, police officer, DNR officer, game warden, TSA officer, which is one of those one-offs where people don't realize that they do qualify. Parole officer, SCDOC or DJJ, or correctional officer at one of those facilities. State, county, or municipal detention center officer. And then U.S. Federal Bureau of Prisons workers, they also qualify. Going on, firefighters, EMTs and Paramedics, and then in military, it's going to be active duty or veteran, SC reservists like National Guard or Air National Guard, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard also qualify for this. And then the last category is licensed medical professionals, which includes CNA, LPN, RN, phlebotomy, pharmacy and x-ray tech, audiology and hearing tech, occupational physical and respiratory therapist, dental hygienist, dental assistant, and speech language pathologist. And if you guys didn't hear that list, reach out to us. What we want you to do is reach out to us, see if it fits your needs for this time in your story, and see what the best fit is. So, this program does, there are a couple of fees with it. They're very affordable comparatively to some of the other down payment assistance ones. And it's a forgivable loan after 15 years. So a lot of people ask me, wow, 15 years, that's a long time. My story is I did this loan 17 years ago. We did the down payment assistance of the $10,000. It was a normal state housing product, but it has the same terms to it. We moved out after 7 years. We did very well. I'm not going to talk numbers, but it was definitely worth the down payment assistance program and going by their terms to get where I am now, and have owned a couple homes and definitely benefited from this program. What other you said?
You said
You had
this is
some other
a
questions.
first come, first serve, correct?
Yeah, it's first come, first serve. It's first time home buyers. So usually the program, I think last year lasted somewhere between 6 and 8 weeks. The rates are lower this year for this program, so we are expecting probably about the same term. It was released March 24th. So literally about 2 weeks and 2 days that it's been out. So we just don't know. They'll update us usually about when it's getting low. Like they'll say, hey, that the funds are starting to come to an end. We get emails every day about rates, but they have, like I said, the FHA, VA, and USDA rate today was 4.875, and the conventional rate was 5.3 on this program. So very, very good opportunity to get into it. What other questions did you have? I thought you had one other one, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I
what it
had
was.
one just to, I guess, confirm. This is an assistant, so how long do I have to live in the home, or can I move out? Can I rent it? Can I go about this for investment or all that?
It's not an investment product. It's a first-time buyer program. Some people do qualify if they have already purchased a house, and we can get into the details of that if there's somebody gets divorced, or if there's certain circumstances that would qualify them to be a first-time buyer again. But the term is 15 years. If you move out before the 15 years is up, you do have to pay back that $10,000. And other than that, like I said, the program's a great program. I think a lot of people qualify for it. If you have questions about it, please reach out. That's one of the biggest things. Is I think everybody's an individual case, and until we look at each one of them individually, we really can't guide them the best that we want to, or really know what the best path is for them going forward.
I had heard that maybe I'm wrong, that you could get it prorated even if you.
So they actually just changed that back in November. I think it was in November. A couple of things changed with state housing. They upped the score from a 620 to a 640, and instead of it being a graduated scale, you do have to pay back the full amount.
Even like you said, if you live in it the 10
If
10
you live in
years,
it,
if
if you
it's
live in it 14 years, and
dang, you still have to pay back.
yes, you have to pay back that full amount. So, but you guys can talk to them
Yeah.
about home appreciation and
That's right.
statistically, what it looks like, for appreciation over the last few years, and I can talk to them about some things like that make it a good investment as well.
For sure. So we covered a little bit about the job titles. You mentioned 640 credit score. Income requirements. Is there a cap? Like if you make over
So
an amount?
income, I gotta look this up because I don't, now it's somewhere. If you make under six figures, hold on, I'm gonna look at income limits right here. So there's income limits and there's actually home price limits as well.
Okay.
So, and this is all on the SC State Housing website. If anybody wants this information, you can reach out to us. We can give you the links. You can go to their website and look through it. It tells you right about the 15-year forgivable DPA term. Different counties are going to have different limits. Charleston's one of the highest ones at $105,100. York County is $106,000. A lot of the other ones are going to be in the 80s unless you have more than 3 people in your household. Then the home price limit in all those counties is going to be $425,000. And then actually, if you look, there's some targeted counties that the income limits are higher. So different programs have different income limits as well as the counties. So it just really depends on the income that you're in or what county you're living in.
Okay, perfect. Those were my questions. You had covered, who qualifies, a little bit of the requirements for the score and income, and what you can and can't do with the program. So that's good information.
And if we missed anything, they can always reach out to us. We'll be
Please
back
do.
again soon, right?
Please do. If you guys had any other questions, Jaleesa and stuff.
So how do they apply it?
Reach out to me. I've got a link that they can apply for it. We can look over their, and the things that we look at on an application. Everybody's always scared to take that first step. With the right trusted advisors and the right plan, it really will make you feel more comfortable having that information. So I always say, reach out to me. I can do an application over the phone. We can meet for coffee in person. We can do a Zoom, whatever you prefer. But really look at those steps through the application of income, assets, and credit, and go over those to really get a defined plan for each person. We do also have a couple other programs we'll talk about in the future, such as a 1% conventional down, and we also have an FHA 0 down. So maybe on the next episode we can go over those and see if those might fit some other people as well.
Well, can any of this be combined with any of the other loans that you guys have?
No, the only thing there's a mortgage credit that you can it helps you on taxes each year, which there's a page on the state housing website that defines that, but really state housing, you really can't stack many other things on top of that. You either gotta do Heroes program or do the FHA zero down. And both of them have their benefits. This program right now is the best one out, and we're, the reason I think we wanna focus on it is one, the rate is a lot lower than the market rate, and the down payment assistance is still the 10,000, so it's really hitting on two factors of that usually make people hesitant. Is there's a good rate and they're giving you down payment assistance, and it's a great opportunity to get out there and look. So.
And it's just rate, down payment assistance, but what about closing costs?
The down payment assistance, technically, if there's left over, like, so if the home price is 200,000 and your down payment is say 7,000 or 3.5% on an FHA, you would have the remainder of that would be able to apply towards the down payment assistance program, or the closing costs through the down payment assistance program. They do the state housing, they charge a 1% origination fee, which that is just part of the program. So say on a $200,000 house that we've been talking about, they are going to charge you that 1 or 1.5% depending on the program that you're in, and that does come out of that $10,000. So those are two of the things that I like to touch on, make sure everybody knows exactly what the program is about, the benefits, and if there's any other questions, we'd love to field.
Okay, cool. I have one more question.
Wonderful. I love it.
Okay, this is when you bought the property with the down payment assistance program. I know you said that if they sell, they have to pay it back, right? But what about if they want to refinance? Is it the same thing?
Same thing. If they sell or refinance within that 15-year term, they have to pay it back.
They have to pay it back because you're getting a whole new loan essentially.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're paying that loan off.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure once we work with somebody, more doubts will come up.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
More questions. And if anyone did have any questions, whether on live, Facebook, or when I upload this to the YouTube, please reach out. Jason, where can they reach you?
You can get a hold of me. My phone number is 803-210-7999, and my email is jburns@guildmortgage.net. And I bet they can probably put that in the video.
Yeah, we put that in the description along with all of our contact information.
Absolutely. And I can send them a link to apply, or like I said, schedule a time and really focus on what their plan needs to be.
Perfect. Well, thank you everyone who tuned in and who's watching this later. Thank you, Jason, for
Thanks
joining
for
us
having me.
today.
Look forward to coming back.
Looking forward to it.
Please share and let anybody know that's looking to purchase. Reach out to us if you guys have any questions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching.
If you know anyone with the job title that you mentioned, the long list that you had mentioned, share it to them and be like, hey, reach out.
That's right. And what I say is just think of our heroes. So firefighters, EMT, police, veterans, teachers, professors. Yes.
And thank you for
Love to help
tuning
all.
in. And thank you for what you do.
Thank you. Bye.